my first year in studying neuroscience really questioned my faith a lot. I was very like, Lord, like, this doesn't make sense. How is this possible? Like, if you were real, how would this work? And oh my gosh, I'm like out of matcha. And now that I'm in my second year of really diving into studying neuroscience, I went to school for nursing, so I didn't go to school for neuroscience. So this is all my own doing. But I've realized how much it actually proves the Lord's existence, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many things to where I am like now the most, like, I see God's hand in every single thing that I do now. Like, every single chapter of my life, there's this thing in physics called the quantum crumble. And it is essentially talking about how every time you go through like a chapter change or a huge life shift in your life, everything's going to fall apart. And it talks a lot about that in James, to hold on to your faith in times of struggle and in times of desperation and stuff. And so when you realize that science was literally created by God, like, it's so cool how the Lord literally made everything. And studying science and neuroscience and physics has really expanded my brain in seeing God in such a big way. I feel like as Christians, we can sometimes put ourselves bigger than God. We almost make God in our image because we are trying to figure him out instead of realizing that God's image is already made, period. We are his creation, and this world is so big. And when you realize that, like, God is so much more than what you think he is, your faith will start growing like insane, freaking insane. I have the most delusional faith that I've ever had in my entire life, and I have seen miracles happen in my life. Like, for example, I have my mammogram, what's today, Tuesday? On Thursday of this week. I know wholeheartedly I'm going to be healed. I know for a fact I'm healed. I know it for a fact. Like, I feel like my future self has already confirmed it to me. I feel like the Holy Spirit has confirmed it to me. And like, I literally drove to the ocean, sat in the water, and I was like, I'm fully healed. And I 100% believe I will give you guys news that there's no cancer in my body. And there's just been signs where, like, I've, literally I'll be thinking of somebody and then they'll text me immediately after. Or like, I'll be, every time like I dream about somebody, that thing ends up happening. Like, it's just, when you expand your mind, you start seeing God in so much more, and you start realizing that your dreams are so much closer to your reality than you think. So yeah, there's so much more I could talk about this, but if you're very scientific minded like me, don't let yourself be fooled. God is real. And the more you learn about science, the more you get to learn about God and Jesus, and it's insane.